Scott Lennon is from Unite and he's been a bus driver in Leicester for over 20 years. Morning, Scott.
Morning.
So when you heard that reaction from Boris Johnson last night, what was your first thoughts?
I couldn't believe his reaction to it, because the special measures we've been putting in with the companies, like a joint effort with the Unite Union reps, in putting robust risk assessments in place to make sure that the drivers and the staff behind the scene and also the public are safe to use the vehicles, but limited the vehicles what are on the road at the moment because of the demand.
So why do you think then that public transport was singled out?
I'm not sure about that, because we have been key workers. We've been keeping people moving. We've been moving key workers in essential work and making sure they're safe. But also putting regimes in place that we have an additional cleaning to make sure the vehicles are as sterile as possible, and making sure the social distancing message is delivered.
Okay, so you've had those conversations. What are the kind of things that you're coming out from that we should be aware of?
Well, the things what we're coming out is the social distances. We're telling people to allow people to alight and get on in a sociable manner, like keeping their space, make sure they're sat down. Also, we're asking the customers if they can to go contactless, because it helps the demand. But we're also asking companies as well to put hand sanitisers on the vehicles, with close the screens down so there's a safe environment for the people getting on and the drivers. The PPE has been issued to drivers so they feel safe, but it's reassuring them that we're looking at their safety first, and most of all we need to protect their jobs.
And have people that have been using it been adhering to what you've been doing so far to put in place?
It's been great that people are listening to the advice. We would like more contactless to go forward, because that's one of the fears that our drivers fear, because the contact with the coins again. But that's in all the industries where they have cash handling, that they're asking to go contactless. And the additional cleaning, people are reassured when they're at bus stops or at the bus stations.
Do you think...
Cleaners.
Sorry to interrupt, I'm just thinking about the contactless thing. Do you think that most people who use buses use cash over cards?
It's only a new thing, contactless on buses, so it's a new thing over the last year that is slowly being brought in. So it's just to re-educate people that we're asking if where they can is to go contactless, because it's easier, especially now the money's now been raised to £45 every transaction. It's going to be easier, and it's a secure site they use.
I'm just thinking about the UHL hospital hopper that takes around all the key workers. How's that going to be affected?
I've been working very hard with the company, because I'm the officer responsible for them. So we're working very hard with the company and the NHS to make sure that there is robust things in, because they never had security screens at the beginning. So we've now got screens in place. We've got hand sanitizer in there. The drivers have all got their wipes and the PPE, so they feel safe. And we've not had a bad fault with it going forward.
I'm just thinking about the risk element of having your key workers on buses. Are you going to have to, I don't know, double clean, I suppose, to be extra cautious about it?
I think it's more than double cleans, because most companies are using a thing called fogging, where they
fogging
lay it on the. It's a disinfectant what they use in hospitals, so it sanitises them at night, so they sterilise the vehicles every night. And like I said, at every terminal point, they're having special cleaners where we've put additional cleaners in place to wipe down the vehicles. It's called fogging because it lays a fog, so it's like a 20 minutes. You go in and it fogs the vehicle and it leaves a sterile disinfectant on all the vehicles. So we're encouraging more and more vehicles to invest in it going forward. And it's supposed to last, every fogging lasts 30 days. So we're asking it to be a bit more robust and move forward, but also part of their risk assessment is to make sure the specialist cleaning is going on all the time.
What about your bus drivers? How are they feeling about this? Have you had any conversations with them, whether safety to them or from concerns from them to you?
Yeah, we're raising it quite a lot, because a lot of the drivers got furloughed when the pandemic started. But we're reassuring people that we're coming in, and the people who have been on the front line carrying on working are reassured with all the effort that Unite the Union with the reps are working on them, and we're making sure they're reassured. But now most people are apprehensive is about their job security.